Meeting of Saginaw City Council to order. Please rise for the pledges.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Please be seated. I do not see a member of the church here. All right. Anybody want to say the invocation tonight? Mary, please.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together tonight to discuss these issues that come before our city. Please guide us and help us make decisions that are worthy in your eyes. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Mary. Amen. Item 1D is audience participation. Anyone who wishes to speak on any item on the agenda is allowed to speak. There's a form over by the police chief, so you're allowed to speak on any item on the agenda. I will call upon folks to speak at the appropriate time. 2 is a consent agenda. 2A is action regarding minutes of August 12th. 2B is action regarding minutes of August 19th. 2T is action regarding ordinance of City Council negotiated settlement between Atmos Steering Committee and Atmos Energy Corp. Regarding the 2025 rate review. 2D is consideration action regarding the Keep Saginaw Beautiful photo area at the 2025 train and grain. Any questions or comments on the consent agenda? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the agenda as presented.
Have a second? Paul, second? Motion passes. Let the record reflect we do have a quorum. Full house this evening. Thanks for coming, folks. We're on 3A. Presentations, recognitions. Gabe.
Mayor, we have a couple presentation or recognitions tonight. I think first from the Public Works Department.
Mayor, Council, it's an honor tonight to recognize C.J. Ross. Go ahead and stand up. He recently just passed his Collections 3 wastewater license. He's now dual licensed with the state of Texas. That's a really big accomplishment, so we're very proud of him.
Here, here. Gabe, anything else?
I think Vicki Weldon has the next recognition.
All right. Vicki, welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you. Mayor and Council, thank you for giving us the opportunity to recognize two of that lead our seasonal part-time things at the rec, which is the summer camp. Man, it's been a long day. Summer camp and the aquatic center. So first I want to bring up Daniel Chambers, and he is our trainer for our lifeguards. He has worked for us 3 years, training our lifeguards weekly and certifying our lifeguards. I'd like to present a certificate to him, Daniel Chambers, for outstanding dedication, professionalism, and excellence as lifeguard trainer during the 2025 summer season. Your commitment to training, safety, and mentorship has made a lasting impact on our lifeguards and the community we serve. Would you like to say?
First, I'd like to say thank you for the opportunity to be in here, Ms. Vicki. We had 70 saves this summer with no deaths.
Will you define a save for us? What does that mean?
So a save is any distressed swimmer, a swimmer that goes underwater that cannot come back up without help. So our lifeguards, we did 70 saves and countless other incident reports, but the saves is what is my specialty. And so, like I said, we had 70 saves with no deaths. And so the community is a safer place with our lifeguards. But she gave a lot of thanks to me. I like to give thanks back to her, Mr. Jason, and our head guards. And like I said, I'm grateful for the opportunity. This year is our 3rd year doing the joint in-service with Chief Craver, the fire chief. And he was able to bring the EMTs out, the whole everything to show what it looks like when a drowning victim has to get taken to the hospital. Like I said, for me, Jason and Miss Vicky, they gave me this opportunity 3 years ago, and my wife as well who's here. And I'm grateful for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we get a picture? Do we need a picture? No.
Our next couple that we want to, they're not a couple, the next team we would like to recognize is our director of our summer camp and our assistant camp director. Our camp director is Cheney McElroy, and she started as a camper at Camp Kids Are Awesome. She then went to be counselor and then assistant director, and she has been director for 4 years. And she has, continued to keep those standards. She's also a teacher for EMS ISD, so she brings that training and that expertise to our camp. So, Cheney. We'd like to present a certificate to you for outstanding leadership, dedication, and invaluable contributions as a camp director during the 2025 camp summer season. Your commitment to creating a safe, fun, and inspiring environment has made a lasting impact on the campers, staff, and community. Would you like to say something?
I will tell you, it is a great honor to be trusted every day with the lives of these children. This year we reached almost 100 at our max capacity at one point, and trying to figure out everything to do with them, but seeing the growth of this camp. She mentioned that I came in as a counselor. That was in 2020. We had 5 groups of 10 kids. That was it. It was you and your 10. So to go from that to the next summer to assistant camp director, and then growing up to director, it's just been an amazing opportunity, and see the way we can change the camp and make it grow and get better each summer. So thank you for that opportunity.
Thank you.
We'll do picture of Megan. Yes, your team. All right, and now we'd like to call Megan Adams. She is our assistant camp director. She's also a teacher for the Eagle Mountain ISD, so she brings that expertise. And we're going to present you a certificate that's worded slightly different. For outstanding leadership, dedication, and invaluable contribution as an assistant camp director during the 2025 season, your commitment to creating a safe, fun, and inspiring environment has made a lasting impact on the campers, staff, and community. Would you like to speak?
It's only my second year with the camp, but I'm extremely grateful for Cheney having brought me on. I work with her at our school together. But a big thank you to Miss Vicky this summer. Cheney had some things she had to handle, and I was kind of left on my own in the director and assistant director position, and Vicky stepped up and was a huge help to me. So it was a very fun summer helping the kids be safe. Thanks.
You both teach at Hatley?
Yes.
My daughter.
I'm from the EMS and I'm from Dracula.
Restoration's also
Anything else? What else we got, Gabe? Vicki?
I think that's everything for this evening.
That's it? Okay. Thank y'all, folks. Thanks for coming. Just let them clear out. Moving forward, 3B, discussion regarding drone awareness, safety, privacy rights, and freedom. Mr. Thomas, is he here? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on.
If you don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and exercise my rights to record this session, and it also helps me keep track of time since I'm here on a very short timeline. I got a class right after this, so. Well, first and foremost, I do want to thank the mayor, the city council members, and my fellow neighbors just for being here today, giving me this opportunity to speak. I hope everybody had a great Labor Day.
Can I ask you to put the mic in front of you just so that we can hear you?
Oh, absolutely.
Did it work
Sorry,
okay?
I can get loud sometimes, so
No, that's
I try
okay.
not to get too crazy.
That's fair.
Absolutely. To begin, I actually wrote this down. I'm going to try to get through it all. Just to be brief here, I hope everyone had a great Labor Day. We all are hardworking Texans here, so I know that you guys deserve at least one good day of rest, especially our police officers and first responders who work around the clock. So thank you very much for that. My name is Obadiah Thomas VIII. I'm a retired U.S. Army veteran, and my wife, Ruth, is currently serving. We're stationed here a few years ago from Fort Bliss in El Paso when we bought our very first home in this beautiful city of Saginaw. And with that, it only cost us about $400,000, but with that purchase, we also bought our constitutionally protected right to privacy. Since moving in, we've noticed a great deal of development in this area, which I don't necessarily mind, but with that, I acknowledge the fact that we are carefully preserving agricultural beauty while also promoting local businesses and commerce and adding fun, convenient shopping centers at the same time. Now, I think it's important to note that with all that development comes great strides in technological advancements. Just look at our neighbors here in Fort Worth. Walmart now offers drone delivery. That capability took over a decade to build. Over $1 billion in investments, and each aircraft carries at least $2 million in liability insurance. Now, that's a system people can trust in. What happened to me was the exact opposite. I was deceived, you see, by an uncertified, unlicensed, uninsured, faulty contractor, Texas Select Construction, and its owner, Dave, who came to my property on March 5th and broke the law, committed criminal trespass and unauthorized drone surveillance under Texas Penal Code 30-05 and Government Code 423-003. He not only violated my privacy, caused chaos in our community, and directly harmed me in the process, nearly running me over as he fled the area. I have it on video alongside with a letter from the Federal Aviation Administration directly citing those violations. Now, truly I say to you, God gave me a voice. And I'm using it tonight to spread that awareness so this doesn't happen to others. As a follower of Jesus, I believe that our loving neighbors means protecting families' privacy and keeping our children safe. We shouldn't fear technology, but we should govern it wisely so innovation serves people and not the other way around. This should not have happened. First, our police officers need the backing, training, and clear guidance to enforce modern tech rules, drones included. Second, the city should communicate who's licensed, insured, and certified, just like we do our solicitors, so that residents can verify these contractors up front. And third, the city prosecutor should apply the law as written, not personal judgment. He was operating less than 200 feet from Saginaw High School. And let me be clear, that's an unlicensed and untrained operator using a piece of equipment that can easily turn deadly in the simplest of mistakes or conditions. To put into perspective for you, that's like handing the car keys to a high schooler with no license, no insurance, and telling them to drive themselves to school without even a single lessons on how to drive. And if that doesn't worry you, then I don't know what will, but I'll end with this. All I'm asking is simple: a full investigation of Dave, Texas Select Construction, and Charlotte Staples, the prosecutor. Real contractor verification and public awareness. Published license, insurance, certification checks, and put in city communications. Police training on technological laws, scams, AI, and drone use. Respect the Public Information Act. Acknowledge these requests, meet deadlines, and be transparent. Scripture reminds us, speak up to those who cannot speak for themselves. Ensure justice for those who are crushed. Learn to do good, seek justice, correct oppression. If we apply the same wisdom we use to protect our agriculture and grow commerce, we can shield our neighbors from fraud, trespass, and technological abuse. May God grant us the wisdom to do right by our neighbors and by our children. God bless each and every single one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that. All right, so we are moving on to 3C, discussion regarding traffic light design located at Bailey, Boswell, and Jarvis. Kelly Schilling.
Lower this way down. Mayor and council, thank you for having us here. When I put in our request, I also included Amy Huen to speak, and so she
Welcome.
has something prepared to say.
Not that prepared. But I know we're jumping the gun a little bit because from what we hear, there aren't major plans in place yet for that intersection that's going to be at Jarvis, Bailey, Boswell. And for y'all that don't know, Jarvis turns into Prairie Moon on the other side, which is the road that comes on to the corner at my house. We both live on Sugar Creek Lane. Our kids play every day. I have the big driveway, so it's the baseball field, you know? And that stop sign, we are only a 100-house neighborhood, and we have constant traffic. We have become the pass-through for all the neighborhoods behind us. And that entrance from Bailey Boswell right now is designed to where it should be an exit only, or only if you're coming from one direction on Bailey Boswell to take a right turn in. But everybody is using it from Bailey Boswell to take an illegal left turn into the neighborhood and go around what is supposed to stop them, and then using the corner at my house as the pass-through to where they're going. And she's already been to the traffic advisory board and discussed some extra stop signs to stop. People are just using it as a straightaway too. And there's a police officer in our neighborhood that started noticing how many people were running the stop sign. And so he decided himself to set up there a few days. Within 30 minutes, he had written 15 tickets, and that's the last time I spoke to him. It may have been more. And then a few days later, he came and he sat and he wrote 10 more within 10 minutes, just that stop sign. One lady even told him, "I'm only gonna stop the next time I see you here." And yeah. Was it last week? We had another car come around the corner and run the corner so fast that they wrecked into a parked vehicle on the corner. And a few months ago, we had another car come down Cattleman's straight away, hit a parked car, and flip completely onto its top. And so for a neighborhood that is so active, our neighbors are always outside. I myself walk 2 to 3 miles a day. My kids, like I said, are always outside. We've even had an elderly man stop and say, "It's so nice to see that y'all's kids are actually outside," because you don't see it anymore. But it's getting to the point where we're scared to let them out there. And before we were here, that section of Barcy that is Fort Worth went years with no entry point there. They have multiple entries. And so our hope with going to the traffic advisory board was to put a no left turn, no into the neighborhood and no left turn out of the neighborhood, and make that intersection pretty much as annoying as possible for people to use as a pass through. But we're afraid that if it's made into a designated intersection, that just opens it up, and it's not necessary. Like I said, they went years without needing it, and it doesn't make it any easier on us. It makes it worse on us. And so we just hope that y'all can have us in mind, since we are Saginaw and they are Fort Worth, before the plans are made. Anything else? No.
Any questions, council, or comments, council?
Hey, Gabe, I had sent you a text about the flashing stop signs, and you said that you would get an update. Do you have?
Yeah, I've got an update on that. I got an email back from Paul today. It's the money, we have to wait for the new budget to pay for the signs. So as soon as we hit October 1st, the flashing stop signs are gonna go in.
Okay.
And the intersection and everything is on the agenda for the Traffic Safety Advisory Board Thursday night.
That's what I had heard.
Can you let Lee know?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, I mean, a flashing stop sign don't stop people from running.
I think,
Do we know that intersection compared to other intersections? How many, can you give us some data on it, or?
I can get data for you. I don't have data off the top of
Come on, you're supposed to have that off the top of your head.
You didn't take notes.
Okay, so the other question I guess is for you two. I'll start with Fire Chief Spears. Shutting that down to just an exit only, what does that do from a fire standpoint?
Well, it would cause us some access challenges. That's why that port shop is there, to drive across port shop. If it were to change from that to something less navigatable, it would cause a problem for the fire department.
That'd be a concern.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think that we don't want to interfere with that. It's
Right, yeah.
really just the speed limit.
We don't want to change it from what it is now, but now without the no left turn signs, people are just coming around it either way, and there's not a turning lane. They're sitting in the middle of the road. It's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
But if we were to make it an actual intersection, that would be gone.
Yeah, I guess that would be my next one, Randy. Have we looked at this intersection and seen what could be done? Is
About the
something
only
on the
thing
list?
left that we can do is put the left turn signs up, like you said about a stop sign. Will they obey them? But we can certainly install some.
And I think that was the conversation we had at the Traffic Advisory Board. We did request the no left turns.
Yeah.
The only thing that we didn't ask for was a right turn only out, which I would hopefully help a little.
So if we put a no left turn up and somebody does a left turn, do they get a ticket?
If we catch them, yes.
I'm just asking, I didn't, again,
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out.
We would handle that like any speeding or no insurance or you failed a signal intent, it'd be handled the same way, so you receive a citation.
Is it a violation to go straight across from Jarvis? I didn't think it was. I thought somebody told me it was
I
not.
would have to go look at the signage and see what's there. If it's not prohibited by signage, then they can
I don't
go
think there's
across.
signage there, is there?
That's the problem, the pork chop's there, but the signs aren't.
Right, it's supposed to slow you down just by the big curb, pork chop, whatever you call it, but people can still go straight across, because that's how I come and I go on Bailey Boswell, but I've seen people go across a lot, yeah.
Right. And that's what, we know that other signs, again, they're not obeying the stop sign, so what's another sign gonna do? We're just hoping that if we can lessen it and make it a little more annoying for people, and the main concern is a intersection, just making that exactly what it's for, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense when it wasn't there before.
You get with Trenton also, and see if we can make that, when we do the light, no left turn there on Bailey Boswell.
Well, if we do the light, it'll have a protected left turn. I mean, that's the intent of the light.
I think they're asking for us not to have a left turn into there.
Well, the question is, do we want to do a light?
That's-
Because we've got a light at Belt Mill already, then at Wagley Robertson, and then another one there. Do we need another one at Jarvis? Would that help, hurt? I don't know.
I think the intent is to give a protected left turn for those people that are doing it anyway before somebody has a really bad record.
I see, okay.
Yeah,
I think it's up for further discussion.
Trenton explained it at the traffic advisory meeting, and that's one of the reasons we got a grant, was because of the accidents and stuff that have been happening there.
Unfortunately, you're seeing, there's no easy answers for traffic, as you're finding out. We put things in place that help a little bit, but you're right, if people run a red light, or run a stop sign, they're gonna run a stop sign. I've had people say, can I get a new stop sign? Mine's broke in my neighborhood, because nobody stops, but,
There's been already one fatality wreck right there on a motorcycle.
was that the motorcycle, right? Yeah.
He was trying to, you got the trucks trying to turn out and they come around the corner and they, it's right there on that bend, so.
I guess we would hope that with the traffic light at Wagley Robertson and at Belt Mill, people are at least slowing down or coming slower, going whichever way, but that's not always the case, is it? Yeah.
I think they slow down. I think they race to the next one.
Yeah.
And actually, there's another struggle that we see because we live there, and it's that people get tired of waiting in the line to turn left onto Wagley off of Bailey Boswell, so they just go on down and make a U-turn as well. And then you're slamming on your brakes for that.
I see, okay. We hear you, we would like to, we're gonna try. I don't know if we have a great panacea for it, we don't have an easy fix, but we're certainly gonna see what we can do to make, maybe multiple things in place will help.
In your request too, you asked about, set rumble strips for the stop sign. It's something we can talk about, the traffic safety advisor, we did it at Basswood, and something, like, again, it's on the agenda for Thursday, and I'll make sure we talk about it.
Hey, Paul, at Basswood, has that helped? Do we have any information, to see if that's helped at all?
No, the rumble strips are gone. They tore up.
There's still some there, aren't there?
Very few, I think.
Yeah.
Not a-
Okay, okay.
And
I know
then,
what you're doing.
would it be possible or helpful for the fire department if we put like those, see them on the highway for the HOV lanes, those plastic, they like stand up in lane to kind of block, put those across the pork chop so people like see a visual barrier, not just something on the ground, and then it could still be driven over by emergency vehicles if it needed to?
My personal experience, if there's a way a car can get through something, that's how they're gonna go. I don't think anything's stopping them. If there's a roadway, they're gonna turn opposite of how they're supposed to turn. I'm not sure any deterrent there is gonna accomplish what we're trying to do.
I saw someone go the wrong way on a roundabout on
Yeah.
Bose the other day, so, yeah.
So the flashing red lights, rumble sticks, things like that, they're there to to make residents or drivers aware that a stop's coming. It's not going to do anything for the person who's going to just outright run it. I've been out a couple times with the police, and I can tell you, I don't know, maybe it's all Texas. I can definitely tell you it's Saginaw. We love running stop signs. I mean, and so if they're going to run it, flashing light, I don't
It's
know.
not gonna stop.
I wish there was some, really the pain has got to outweigh the crime. I don't know any other way to say it. So luckily, we've got almost back to a fully staffed police, so they are patrolling more. By patrolling more now, they're writing a lot more tickets. I live over there in Highland Station, and I can see the one stop sign. They write tickets like giving out candy on Halloween, and you would think after about 6-7 months it would slow down, but it still doesn't.
No,
So.
and like Amy was saying, we had an officer from Saginaw out there writing tickets, and
Yeah.
I mean, he's easily gotten 30 out of us in
Yeah.
just a month.
Yeah,
Yeah. They're still doing it.
I definitely would support, like they said, putting a flashing light up, but I'm pessimistic that it's actually going to solve the
It's
problem.
actually, it's the flashing stop signs.
Yeah.
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 I just think that, there are gonna be a few that are just gonna run it because they're running it for the sake of running it, but I would hope that the majority of them are just, they are not realizing until it's too late, and then they're just, I'm already through it, if I get a ticket, I get a ticket. So maybe having some protection might help.
It can't hurt, right? Yeah.
And we did have someone on the, one of the Facebook groups say that until there's a sign, they're gonna do whatever they want. So
Yeah.
maybe that will deter those types of people.
Okay.
With the no left turns coming, right?
Is that Larry the Cable Guy? Who are you quoting?
We'll get the flashing light in.
Flashing stop signs.
Yeah.
No,
Let us know if
blue
it,
collar, okay.
how it helps.
We're with you. I wish I had a easy solution for it. I wish we could throw money at it and fix it, but we just can't.
Yeah, and unfortunately, when they built our neighborhood, they put a street through our neighborhood, and so
Oh.
we had a barricade. But then once our neighborhood got fully built out, they removed it, and now it's just a speedway.
And I like your neighborhood. It's well laid out except for that. I think it's some beautiful homes there, and I like the area, but yeah, you're right. It's unfortunate.
Thank you all for listening.
Thank y'all. Any other comments, questions, folks, council? All right, thank y'all. Moving forward to 3D, discussion regarding shade structure for the animal recreation yard. Councilmember Valerie Junkerstone.
My husband and I have decided to donate 3 shade for each, there's 3 sections of the animal shelter in the back that need shade. We're going to donate. I don't want any donations, no money, no nothing. We have what I call a stick figure picture here. It's just it's gonna be.
I will share. Anybody want to see this? You can have it. I've already looked at it.
Yes,
Anybody
you're
want to see
more than welcome to have
it?
it if you
Benjamin, you
want.
want a copy? You sure, brother? All right.
My husband's business is going to do all of the city will not be held liable for anything. I don't want any monetary. If you got money to give to somebody, call Jose or Kelly or give it to Kim or somebody for the animal shelter. Everything's gonna come through us, and anybody that donates a pole or a paint or anything, I will make sure that they get recognized when it's up and done.
Thank you, Val. We really appreciate this. This was great for the dogs. We appreciate doing this. We brought this forward just so everybody would know. It was up front. Nobody would question what we're doing. Nothing's, under the table. That Valerie's just had the kindness of her heart. So we thank you and your husband for this wonderful gesture for our animals. I wish we didn't need so many animals at the animal shelter, but we do. So thank you for helping out.
You're most welcome.
Council, any questions, comments?
Would Chris like some help?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not. Well, then let me explain to you why. We don't want anybody involved he just wants his employees to do it because we have workman's comp, general liability and all that stuff, so we're good. But thank you.
It's a pretty simple design.
It is.
If you look,
It's very simple.
The embeds go in, they'll just bolt the 4 posts in, and then they're pre-ordered, the screening comes already ready, and then it's just, you hook
You
it
just
up,
hook it on a pole.
turnbuckles and tighten it down.
Look at it. But it makes a nice shade, and it'll be It'll be good for them.
It will be I think this is awesome that you're doing this, Valerie, but it'll really help the animals to take them out, when it's hot, get them out of the direct sun. It'd be nice.
And I can say if Randy or Larry or anybody else wants a different height or whatever, let me know, and we'll make sure it happens that way.
Thank you, Valerie.
You're welcome.
Much obliged. All right. That is the end of our regularly scheduled agenda. We are in executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code 551.087, deliberation regarding economic development. At 6:31, we're in executive session. regarding building improvement grant for 681 North Saginaw. Pedro, are you presenting this? Oh, Susie, I'm sorry.
You're fine. No worries. Mr. Mayor and Council, so for this item, the Ashton Apartments located at 681 North Saginaw Boulevard has requested some funding for multiple enhancements, which include facade, landscaping, lighting, parking and driveways, signage, and public art. And the ones that they are eligible currently regarding the current policy in place that they have not began work on include lighting, signage, and public art.
All right, so per our discussions, we discussed about the public art, going back to them, asking for a little more detail, some more information, but we're okay with the signage and lighting, I think.
Yes, so
Okay.
the lighting would be granted for $2,230, and the signage would be granted for $4,340, excluding the middle portion of in between the mural.
Right.
And then we are going to ask for some additional changes for the mural for the public art portion.
Any questions for Susie? All right, I do have a form, somebody wanting to speak. Benjamin would like to speak, so come on up, brother. How are you?
Howdy, y'all. So anytime there's 5 figures being asked about of taxpayer money, you'll probably see me here at the meeting. So I'm really happy to see that Ashton have new owners. I did a lot of research on this. It was an out-of-state owner. This is all public, y'all can Google. It was an out-of-state owner sold to a local owner out of Dallas. They seem like super nice people. They're really active on social media, which I love. They already did most of this renovation, so it does seem a little kind of like after the fact, like because they're operating at the speed of light, that it's like, oh, well, we could have got some money. Like, let's go grab some money. I get it. That's their right. In beautifying their property, I think that they have also kind of done some things that are detrimental, like chopping down 30-year-old trees that were on their property. They've also left stumps that are still there, which are really unsightly. I actually called the day that I saw them chopping down the trees because those trees are like the only ash trees on the Ashton property, and they're pretty big. I was like, did lightning hit it? Wind? No, we're gonna build a roundabout parking lot up front. Well, I'm on P&Z. I hadn't seen anything about a roundabout parking lot, so I was like, okay, I'll just kind of wait and see what happens. They built just front parking in the front. It has nothing to do with where those trees were. So they chopped down beautiful trees for no reason, and now they've left stumps and rocks. The pictures are on Google. They're like super easy to go back in Google Earth and see there were trees, now there's not. Also, this mural, they posted it on social media 9 weeks ago. Saginaw loves murals. We're hiring a local mural artist, yada, yada, yada. I drove around even today trying to find out where this mural is going to go. I think it's going to go on a little front area of the building because that's what they were doing in the social media post. I kind of like screenshot it as much as I could. Hold on, let me open this up. It's a private business. And it's going to be really small. Well, hold on. This is all my tree stuff. There we go. So this is the front of the leasing office. They put in like some like vine-looking building or vine-looking like selfie wall-looking stuff. That is the area of the mural that they said on their social media. It's going to face a parking lot for the 150 units. So I don't think that it's anything that's like public art. It's an amenity for their residents. So, yeah. So I really like that they have new owners. I really like that they have zhuzhed up the property. The new paint looks great. I'm sure the new lighting's gonna be safe for their residents. It's a very slim strip of North Saginaw Boulevard of the property that touches. And so I just want us to be mindful of how much tax dollars we spend, because It takes a homeowner about $1,200 a year each house. I don't know how much an apartment person pays, and they're asking for $40-something thousand. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. And I don't know if anybody can investigate those trees, but I just, for someone that's trying to beautify the property, I mean, now all you see is state inspection. Like, I mean, they cut down their whole wall, and there wasn't any reason to cut them down, and from what I can tell. So yeah, thanks.
So a couple things, and we actually talked about this.
Yeah.
One, anything they've already done, we're not going to pay for.
Yeah.
We can't legally pay for.
Yeah.
They have to ask us up front, we approve it, then they do it, we reimburse them. So
Yes,
we're not
sir.
paying for anything they've already done. So that 43,000, cut that way, way, way down.
Okay.
There's only like 3 items that they could, and that's the ones we mentioned. Signage, lighting, and public art, the only 3 that they haven't done that we potentially could pay for. And that's a total of 16. Tonight, we're talking about just the signage and the lighting. We're going back to them for public art to ask for more information. Pedro, do you have that picture? Could you, what they sent us to pull up to show everybody? This is the rendering they sent us of the public art.
Yes, sir.
And we're pushing back on it. I want you to see it.
And that may be why they cut down the trees, because the mural is supposed to be across the whole front of that leasing office facing business 287 Boulevard. So
Yeah.
I think for visibility, that's probably why they did it. They didn't articulate that very well, I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm all for trees, so I'm sad about it too.
Yeah, they didn't ask our
and-
permission up
No,
front.
they didn't.
Well, and I think Gabe knows, because one of the first times that he met me, I was whining about McBee Homes and the Saginaw rehabilitation place. They hit a 60-year-old hackberry tree and just left it there hanging for 9 months. And I guess because hackberry isn't protected, nobody did anything. But it was a big tree on Knowles and McElroy, and we don't have many big trees in the city. I'm not really a tree hugger, but I just don't see why we need to like hit things that. Okay, this is beautiful. This is really cool. It's a private business, and
That's not what we're voting on.
and it's an
We're not
amenity.
voting on those pictures right there.
Tonight.
Yeah, it's to me, it's an amenity for their residents, and this is to get more rent, which a business owner should want to get. And it's really cool. I just wanted y'all to hear from somebody that is conservative with money. So yeah,
So
thanks.
So that's what they sent us, and we're pushing back on it. We said
Yeah.
we want it more Saginaw.
Yeah,
More
it's
Saginaw.
really cool. It does look straight out of Chicago or something, but it is cool.
That's what somebody said.
Yeah, it is cool. It's very Gotham Art Deco-y.
Gotham
Yeah.
is a good way to put it. So we're asking them
Yeah.
to come back with a better proposal that's more Saginaw-centric, and we'll consider the money at that time. But we're not approving that tonight.
For sure.
So-
Thanks, y'all, for
Oh,
hearing me.
Mary, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Mary, go ahead.
Yeah.
And also, I understand am I talking too loud?
No.
The taxpayers, of course, we want to be very careful about that, always. But this is something that was already approved in the BIG program budget for this fiscal year that's about to
Yeah.
end. And it's already in the budget approved, and so it won't affect their tax bill.
For sure.
So I just wanted to, it's not something new that the taxpayers are going to have to pay for.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're saying, and if they're eligible for certain things, then they're eligible. I guess while y'all have them kind of in talks, if somebody could look at what they did with the landscaping, I mean, even on your way home, drive by tonight, it's not good. There's even like rocks that they threw everywhere, and the stumps are left there, and I don't understand, like, cool, it's going to be more visible. The thing's called Ashton. They were the only ash trees on the property. They were huge. Maybe they should replant some trees somewhere else on the property. I don't really know. I think it's cool that that it's a local owner. They're based in Dallas. If y'all follow them on social media, I started following them. They seem like a really, really nice couple. Yeah.
I mean, I appreciate they're trying. They're trying to make it look better.
They are.
Totally.
They really are.
Totally.
And it has needed some love for a lot of years.
It has.
But Mary, I need to say one thing. Even the budget year we're in now, that money is taxpayers' money. So it definitely is taxpayers' money. It's just not into the new budget yet, our new tax rate. But it is in our that is
Right,
part of our
but,
tax.
but that tax rate they've already paid their taxes
I know,
on
but
it.
it's still taxpayers' money that we're
Right.
using for the big program. You can't
May I-
say it's not.
And just
Okay.
remember, they asked for 43,000. They can ask for what they want.
Totally.
We don't
Yeah.
have to approve that.
Can I ask, because so far the only time I've ever heard or seen of the big funding being used was for the photography studio. Is that correct? Am I wrong? No, was that a different grant?
How many have we done?
Yeah.
Pedro? Yeah, we've done.
Mr. Mayor.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to start something. Yeah, it's a separate grant.
It's roughly about, I think, 30 grants have been given since
Yeah.
the program been accepted. The Julian project, that's the most popular one because that won an award, I believe.
Yes.
Economic Development.
Yeah.
We've done quite a few,
Texas
though.
one.
No, yeah.
We've done
done
one at the
several.
Laundry Center. We've done one. I believe we have some in the works right now. There was
My point with that was that typically the people if like apply ahead of time.
Yes, yes.
Got it. That was my only point with the
and that was
photography.
that was a
Yeah.
concern.
Yeah, her thing looks great. The photography studio looks great. That's what was my point with that, was that I think most of the people apply ahead of time, so.
They do,
Yeah.
you're right.
This applicant just applied and they were seeing what they could get.
Yeah.
We discussed that.
Again, they can ask for whatever they want. We don't have to grant it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. So thank y'all for hearing me, and if somebody could look into the landscaping, and I appreciate it being more Saginaw-centric and y'all explaining it to me. Thank you.
All right.
So Todd. I
Yes,
have
Mary,
a-
go ahead.
So Gabe, do you know, I think our landscape ordinance, doesn't it have requirements about whether or not it's okay to cut down certain trees in certain situations? Or if it's, would they have had to get a permit to cut that tree down or those trees?
New building permit that requires certain
70.
trees and stuff, but if they cut them down, that's,
No.
we don't have any ordinance.
Yeah,
on that.
we don't require a permit for existing landscape. and-
You have to have, he has to have a percentage of landscaping or something, but yeah.
Yeah.
Mine has to have some too. And I cut
I-
down
I
the shrub
can-
and got yelled out, so, yeah.
I can go cut both my front trees down in my front yard without a permit.
Yeah.
You don't have to replace them.
Although Saginaw needs trees, we need shade.
Yeah.
We do.
So, I mean, that's what I was aiming to say. I mean, I cringe when we come up here and we look at things like this, and we disagree with what a landowner, a business, is doing with their property, and it doesn't fit the ordinance. If we want to start evaluating trees and things like that, then the council needs to put that into an ordinance. Otherwise,
We don't have any say.
they're free to do that.
I totally agree. My only point in pointing it out, obviously it bothered me, but they're asking for taxpayer money to beautify the property when,
They
what's the-
debeautified it?
Correct, according to, and by the way, I work in jewelry, so I know that beauty is subjective. Like some people might think my wedding ring is like Liberace, you know what I mean? But I like it, so whatever. But I mean, the trees were huge. Like they were like I couldn't put my arms around them. Like they're big trees. They're ones that you can't really replace. And my only point was they're asking for $43,000. I know that's gotten down, but still, I mean, if they're asking for $8,000, what is that? 8 homeowners that are their whole tax bill that they paid to Saginaw this year. So that it's like if you're asking for help, then I'm going to get in your business. That was my only 2 cents on
No,
getting.
that's very fair, yeah.
Everybody has their opinion.
All right, council, other questions on this? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Aaron?
Mayor, I make a motion that we approve the signage and the lighting bid grant for $6,570.
Okay. Second? Please cast your votes. Yeah. All right, motion passes. More to come on this, so stay tuned. And I believe that's it. Hallelujah. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Mayor, make a motion, we adjourn.
Okay, Valerie and Brack second. So at 7:22, we're adjourned. Thank y'all.
Y'all have a great week.